Hello everyone, it is Briximus Prime back for another Transformers action figure review, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie, N.E.S.T. Bumblebee. And before we get on into the video, some of you might be asking, why does Bumblebee look like this? Bumblebee wasn't gray in the movie. Well, I'll have you know, this figure is based on a deleted scene from the Bumblebee movie where Bumblebee went through his rebellious years, and this is specifically when he was, going through his emo phase. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get right on into the review by starting with that packaging. Obviously, I'm kidding, but in all seriousness, though, right up front here, we got a nice image of the Bumblebee right there in his gray CGI render. It's got number 77, Studio Series N.E.S.T. Bumblebee, Hasbro, Transformers Generations, the card Tommy. It's got the Bumblebee logo. Here on the side, you got that Bumblebee again. Authentic Transformers! And here on the back of the box, you got some nice product shots right there, and, stuff like that. There is the barcode. And then here on the side of the box, you got the Bumblebee face right there. So Studio Series Deluxe Class. And that's about it for the packaging. And here is Bumblebee's backdrop right here, and you can just kind of stick him right in there, and you can put the Sam Witwicky right there, and that just opens up for some display options. I don't really use these cardboard backdrops for display options, but I appreciate it. Other than that backdrop, here is the other accessories included with the Bumblebee here. He does come with his little handgun, which transforms out of his hand, and it's a little blaster to put around him, and this is obviously self-explanatory. And also, there is a Sam Witwicky figure included with this figure. And if you guys notice, I'm counting the human being as being an accessory to the Transformer. There's an offensive joke in there somewhere, but I'm not even going to try. As for weapon storage on this Bumblebee, there's this little groove right here, and there's a little slit right there on the handle, and it just kind of slides right there on the back. And that's how it kind of stores in on the Bumblebee. As we get on into the figure itself, I'd like to remind you guys to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Transformers reviews if you guys like what you see. And obviously, hit that notification bell when more videos go up. Anyway, here is taking a look at the Bumblebee's head sculpt. To my knowledge, this figure is the exact same thing which was like that original off-road Bumblebee. I don't own that original off-road Bumblebee, which is why I decided to pick this one up. The bright yellow is replaced with this nice dark gunmetal gray color scheme, and I really like the way how it came out, especially here on the head. Really reminds me of some of those old repaints they used to make for Transformers back in the day, like where they did it basically were just repaints just to make the characters look different. And this figure kind of harkens back to some of those, because this is Bumblebee as if he was to join the group N.E.S.T. from the Michael Bay movies, because back in the early concept stages for the Bumblebee movie, he's supposed to have a lot more Michael Bay elements in it, but they decided to take a different route and try to make the movie on its own thing without being too much connected to the Michael Bay stuff, which thank goodness for that. This figure is based on concept art where Bumblebee joins N.E.S.T, and basically, he just transforms into that Jeep like he did in the Bumblebee movie, only except in that figure, he was on that figure, and in that scene, he was bright yellow. And to be honest, I prefer the dark gray color scheme here. I like all the bits of mechanical detail and silver paint going all throughout the figure. Those little highlights of green, transparent green, really pick out some of the details. And again, the silver looks amazing. And the mechanical detail is on point. There is a lot of great stuff here. And I really like the way how this figure really came out in its molded, sculpted detail. My only issue is I feel like this figure is a little bit too small for it to be the price for a deluxe class. Quickly going over Bumblebee's articulation, he's got a ball joint here at the head, which allows for some nice head swiveling. Head can look up that far and not really look down at all. Shoulders can rotate about back that far and about back that far. They can move in and out. Bicep swivel, over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. He has a limited but still there waist swivel. Hips can move, kick very far. They can kick back that far. They can move out that far. He does get a limited thigh swivel. Nice bend at the knee. Ankles are on a ball joint, which allow for them to swivel. They can move up and down, and he has a pretty decent ankle pivot. So very nice articulation here on Bumblebee. And for comparisons, here is Bumblebee with my last Transformers review, the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Battle Damaged Voyager class Megatron. And then here he is with my last Transformers Bumblebee Movie Deluxe Class review, the Transformers Bumblebee Movie Brawn. So that's it for comparisons. Now let's get right on into Bumblebee's transformation. And yeah, here is taking a look at Bee's vehicle mode, and he looks really good in this vehicle mode. I feel this one definitely looks a lot better than that bright yellow one. Even though that bright yellow one was screen accurate, I like the aesthetics of this one because this one looks more realistic. This one's an actual robot in disguise, or that last one was just Bumblebee scrambling to find a vehicle mode to get away. So I kind of like how this one kind of has that Stealth Force Bumblebee type vibe going on with it. And also bringing in that Sam Witwicky figure. I think this is not that bad of a human to vehicle scale. I think maybe the Sam is a little bit too small, but nonetheless, I think this is a pretty good scale, if that matters to you. And just taking a look at some of those up-close details, I like the way how this grille came out with some of those nice molded-in details. I like the green headlights. Right on the hood here, they got that nice N.E.S.T logo right on display with the triangular circle with the Autobot logo, and it says N.E.S.T right there. And again, the green windows look very nice. I like how they have this interior that's formed in here. You got the steering wheel, you got the console, you got the middle console, and you got the two leather seats. Those look nice and comfy. And again, this gunmetal gray with all the molded details looks really good. Wish maybe the rims got painted some silver or stuff like that, but these tires look pretty good. It has the N.E.S.T logo right there on the back corner. Very nice. Again, some nice molded details there on the back. Some back headlights. And overall, pretty good looking vehicle mode. And it does roll really smoothly, and it's actually really fun to play with this Jeep. I actually really like the way how this vehicle came out. So anyway, now getting into vehicle comparisons. Here he is with the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron tank mode. And then here he is with the Cybertronian alt mode of the Bumblebee movie Brawn. So anyway, that is basically it for the vehicle comparisons. And that is basically it for my review on the Transformers N.E.S.T Bumblebee. The figure is a really nice repaint. I mean, it's not for everybody. I mean, if you guys have the yellow one, you know what you're getting yourselves into. And if you guys prefer to have the screen accurate look and you don't really care for this figure because it didn't appear in the movies, that's fine. But it's just me personally with liking to write my own stories and make up backstories. And since this figure is only based on concept art, it allows me to open up and make my own story about it. And it really makes this Bumblebee look like a post-apocalyptic, really edgy bee, that it really appeals to that, like, edgy boy, like, appeal of, like, you know, black on Transformers looks good. Like, Nemesis Prime, that sells. Like, this dark repaint of Bumblebee is really cool to have, even though it's not really based on anything, which a lot of Transformers back in the day and nowadays kind of are like that, like the Fossilizers and a bunch of others. Some of them are not actually based on any kind of media except to be cool toys. And this figure just kind of continues that hot trend. So anyway, if I had to give this figure a rating, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. I actually liked the figure a lot more than I thought I would. The Jeep mode is actually really nice. My only complaint is I feel like it could have included a little bit more accessories for a figure this small. And I feel like the price is a little bit much for what you're getting with this figure. But other than that, love the figure. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.